Welcome back guys. So in this video I'll be showing you how to install LukeFZ FSR3 frame generation mod in Horizon Zero Dawn, Last of Us in Cyberpunk 2077 on Steam Deck, running on SteamOS. I have already explained the functioning and setup process of this mod. It basically replaces FSR2 with FSR3 in order to add frame generation support to a game. You need to subscribe to LukeFZ's Patreon page in order to gain access to their Discord server where the mod files are present. Their monthly Patreon subscription costs around $9 US. First I'll run Horizon Zero Dawn without frame generation. I am using G Proton version 8-27 as the compatibility layer. Performance tab, overlay level set to 2. I have enabled disable frame limit and allow tearing setting. Basically uncap the in-game FPS. And that's it. Display settings 720p resolution. FSR enabled. This game supports version 1 of FSR using its quality preset. Display mode set to borderless. Using the favor performance preset. There's Alloy. In the open area FPS is around 60. I'll engage in combat using the tear blast arrow. Did some damage there. Okay, FPS suddenly dropped from 60 to 37. Can happen in this game. This thing is still not down. It's doing something. FPS stays around 60 for the most part. Now I'll show you how to install LukeFZ's mod. At the time of recording this video, the latest version of LukeFZ's mod is 0.10.1. First extract the contents of common mod file archive file. I have already done that. Copy these two files. Now open the game's install directory. I am on the Steam version of Horizon Zero Dawn. And just select the game from your Steam library. Right click, manage. Click on browse local files. This is the game's install directory. Just paste the files here. This game uses FSR version 1. But you can use the mod's ASF file corresponding to FSR 2.2. I have already extracted it. Copy the ASF file. Paste it in the same directory where you pasted the previous files. Now just launch the game. It will generate a TOML file. Before launching the game, just add one launch parameter. Select the game in your Steam library. Click on the settings cog here, properties. Under launch options, and just type this line of text. I'll provide it in the description of this video. Copy it from there and paste it here. Play. A black window with some logs should pop up indicating that the mod is working. There you go. Just wait for the game to enter its menu. Then we will close the game. We're in the menu. Now just exit the game. Go back to the game's install directory. Look for the TML file. There it is. Open it. Just need to change fake NVIDIA GPU from false to true. Click on save, close the file. We are ready to run the game. Switch to Steam gaming mode. Still using the same compatibility layer. First just run the game using FSR. It's not going to activate frame generation, but if you switch to DLSS from here, it will crash the game. FPS increased up to 90. Game running at an FPS higher than 60 will not look smooth on my Steam Deck, as it is the LCD variant. Its display supports up to 60Hz refresh rate. OLED variant of Steam Deck should benefit more from this mod, as its display supports up to 90Hz refresh rate. Game's HUD elements are flickering. I am observing some ghosting around the character model. Now I'll engage in combat, take out the tin can. Exposed it. Without the mod installed, FPS was around 60. After installing it, FPS increased up to 85. A decent gain in performance. Controls are responsive as well. You need to be careful here. Use a different arrow. Game runs very nicely, even during combat. Now I'll be trying out the next game. Now I'll be running Last of Us. First I'll run it without frame generation mod, using G Proton version 8-27 as the compatibility layer. Performance tab, OLE level set to 2, disable frame limit and allow tearing settings enabled. This will uncap the game's FPS. That's it. Display settings 800p resolution, FSR to enable. I have set it to balance. Using the low preset, start the game. Playing as Joel. Here we are getting around 40 FPS. Check out the undead. They cannot detect the flashlight. More of these creatures here. So FPS stays around 40. Now I'll install the frame generation mode. Show you the setup process. First copy the common mod files, these two files. Open the game's install directory. On the Steam version of Last of Us, select the game in your Steam library. There it is. Right click, manage, then click on browse local files. Paste the files here. This game uses FSR version 2.2. Need to copy the mod's ASI file corresponding to it. There it is. Copy. Paste it in the same directory where you pasted the previous files. Right here. Need to add a launch option. Select the game in your Steam library. Properties. Same launch option that we used with the previous game will be given in the description. I'll switch to Steam gaming mode. Still using the same compatibility layer. If in-game FSR was enabled, frame generation mod will work right off the bat. When you launch the game, a black window with some logs will pop up, indicating that the mod is working. There you go. Using the same settings as before, 800p resolution, FSR to set to balance, low preset. There's 12. Same sequence. Now FPS is around 60. This is amazing. I can observe the added amount of smoothness. Unfortunately, the game's hard elements are flickering. It's the same issue that we observed in Horizon Zero Dawn. Check out the input response. It's manageable. More of these creatures. Take them out. After this, I'll go in the open. Oh my god, what a brutal kill. Get off me. Use my gun. Punched him.
Alright, that's all of them.
Let's hope so.
Let's head back into the city.
This should be the way out. Few hiccups here. Yeah, we're in the open. This area is very demanding on the GPU. We are hitting the bottleneck. (65 FPS).
Fresh air. That's one thing I love about the outside. I would hate the smell of the city.
Why don't you ask Bill to get you some of them air fresheners?
Hey, if they weren't expired, that'd be a good idea.
First, I'll run the game without frame generation, using G Proton version 8-27 as the compatibility layer. Performance tab, OLE level set to 2, enable disable frame limit and allow tearing settings, uncap the game's FPS. That's it. Using the low preset, FSR 2.1 set to quality. Scroll down. Video settings, windowed mode set to windowed borderless 800p resolution, in-game VSync disable. Start the game. I am standing right outside V's apartment building. Here FPS is around 37. Kill the cops. I think he threw a grenade. FPS is staying around 40. Hijack the vehicle. Go for a ride.
In the area, disorderly conduct reported in Watson. 331 responding. On my way, dispatch.
Game has stunning visuals, even on the low preset. FPS dropped down to 32. I am into that vehicle. Now I'll show you how to install the mod. 30 to 40 FPS without the mod. First copy the common mod files, these two files. Open the game's install directory. Again I am on the Steam version of Cyberpunk 2077. Select the game in your Steam library. Right click, manage, then click on browse local files. This is the game's install directory, but don't paste the files here. Open bin folder, then open x64 folder, paste the files here. Now you need to copy the ASI file corresponding to this game. I have already downloaded it. There's the ASI file. Paste it in the same directory where you pasted the previous files, right here. Now you need to generate the TOML file. So launch the game for the first time with the mod installed. Before that, make sure this launch option has been added. It's the same one that we used for the previous two games. Just wait for the game's menu to boot up, then we will exit from the game. This black window with some logs will pop up indicating that the mod is working. We're in the menu, just click on quit game. Go back to the game's directory where you pasted the mod files. Here look for the TOML file, should be here somewhere. There it is, open it. Change the value of fake NVIDIA GPU from false to true. Click on save, close the file. We are ready to run the game. I'll switch to Steam gaming mode using the same compatibility layer as before. Now you need to run the game using DLSS upscaler in order to activate frame generation. Make sure DLSS frame generation setting is enabled as well. I'll set the DLSS preset to balance. The rest of the settings are left as this. Apply. Start the game. Loaded the same sequence. FPS increased up to 60. This is amazing. Without the mod, FPS was around 40 here. Game's HUD elements are not flickering. 50 FPS now. Frame generation mod tries to double the base FPS. Engage in combat. 50 to 60 FPS. Even though the FPS is close to 60, game is not running smoothly. I'm observing a few stutters, especially when the FPS crosses 60. Driving around the city tanks the FPS. Let's check out the performance now. The cops are chasing me. Okay, I'm observing a screen tearing like effect on the left, right and bottom sides of the screen. This effect is easily noticeable when driving the vehicles at high speeds. Oh my god, I got trapped here. It's a narrow road. Stuttering. Pretty average performance with the mod installed in this game on Steam Deck. You can see the screen tearing effect that I was talking about earlier. Right below the car's bumper. Garbled textures. Wouldn't recommend using this mod in this game. I hope these broken textures get fixed with the future updates. I'll end the video here guys. I hope you found it useful. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.